Hey, sorry, it's been a crazy day, crazy 2 days actually with work. Yeah, so I thought this might be easier for me to tell you, versus me trying to type it out, making sure it's spelled correctly and all this stuff. So, yeah, so when we first met, 4 years ago, or almost 5 years ago actually, because it happened in 2006. I was going to be a summer missionary at Lake Tahoe. First time ever away from home for the whole summer and not seeing my family. First time flying by myself. And so having that experience of getting there, and I remember being so scared and questioning God, what are you doing? I know this is what you want me to do, and because I've been praying about it, all the signs are pointing that direction. And it was just confirming everything on my way out there. And so when I met you and we did that interview and I played Let It Go by Frozen, it was crazy. And so after I got back, that summer, as I was a summer missionary and working with people and working with the kids and just serving God and loving God, God taught me, and the church has taught me how to love the church again. When you met me, I was a scarred and broken girl. 2 months before I met you, my dad got fired from a church. It was a messy situation, and because of that, I was very scarred and broken, and I was I don't understand, God, why does your people treat your people this way and all this stuff, and I was I don't know why I'm going to be a missionary when people your children hate their children. And so and so then but that summer it taught me how to love the church, and that people are not perfect, and I'm not perfect, so why should I assume someone else is going to be perfect, and that the church is going to be perfect, because we're sinners and we're going to sin every day and we're going to hurt each other, because that's what we do. And so and so after that I learned how to fall in love with the church and everything. Junior year happened in college, and that was the worst year of my I was thinking I might have to drop out of school, and then I had a very, very close friend of mine pass away due to suicide 3 weeks before finals my junior year. And so it was just everything crashing, but I was God, I don't understand why this is happening, but I'm going to trust you because you have shown you have been faithful over and over and over again. And because I trusted God and I knew he was faithful, that's what kept me grounded. That's kept me from doing something so crazy or making a decision that I'm going to regret or feel shameful later. So it was just been one of those times. And so then, doors has been open. I was a summer missionary again. I became a full-time living nanny with a lovely family that I could work with. I loved it. And then to graduate, I just needed an internship to graduate, and it took me a year and a half to get it. And I was God, I don't understand. Why are you gonna not allow me to have an internship so I can graduate? I feel this is your will, that you want me to be a music therapist. All the doors has been open for this to happen, but I can't get an internship. What? God, you can't do that. And so I just kept coming back to God is God and God is faithful, and his timing is the best timing. And so through that whole year and a half from 2019 to summer of 2020, I just prayed, and I was God, I know you're faithful, and I'm going to trust you because I don't know what else to do. That's all I can do. And so then COVID happened, and because of that, I really got to plant and have that foundation of Christ and be God, I trust you, and I trust you, and I trust you. And the internship that I have now is here in Tallahassee, Florida, and it's truly a God thing because I would not be here if I wanted to, but I fell in love with Tallahassee, and I love it. I've been plugged in with the church here, and the church here has been pouring. And God's just been opening many doors like that. I have a relationship now that would not have happened unless it was a total God thing, because he hated me for 2.5 years, almost 3 years, hated me until I was hey, I think you were giving guided information and you hate me for some invalid reasons, let's get together and have coffee. And then a year later, he has asked me out and we're doing great. So like, God's just been doing so much like that, and it's so faithful. And like, as I look back, I'm just reminded that God is faithful. And as long as I trusted him and I rested in him, his plan was win, and that his timing is perfect. Like, if I could, I would do my plan, because I'm type A. I love to make plans. I'm organized, but God's timing and God's plan is way better than mine. Because if I did my plan, I would not be in a relationship that I'm in now. If I did my plan, I would not be poured into as much as I would have been. And so it's just crazy looking back and seeing like how faithful and how sovereign God is and how amazing he is. And so, yeah, well, that's my 6-minute testimony. But I'm writing more about it lately, about my journey and about like all the details of everything inside of it. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And